Hello students. In this session, we'll discuss how to study microbiology and how to write the microbiology answers effectively, especially for BPT students. So as you know, in KNR UHS of Health Sciences and NTR UHS, microbiology and pathology, like it's a combined paper. So not only in NTR UHS and KNR UHS, in many other universities also it is like a combined paper. And both the subjects like microbiology and pathology, so like you'll be learning mostly like theory part, but this theory part connects you to the clinical conditions. So as a physiotherapist, you generally touch the patients, work with the wounds, post surgery patients, and do chest physiotherapy, and you'll treat the like patients in the like ICUs and post operative units. So if you understand microbiology as well as the like pathology, then you can protect yourselves. And if you understand the like infection control, and whenever you treat the like patients, you'll be taking the like precautions so that you can protect yourselves from the like infection, and you can prevent the like cross infections. So what actually microbiology deals? So microbiology deals what causes the like diseases, like what are the bacteria causes, what are the viruses, what are the fungi causes infections, and in the pathology you will learn what those diseases do inside the like a body. So what are the like pathological changes takes place inside of the body that you will learn in the pathology. So here I know that your syllabus is very vast, but your exam is only for 40 marks. So I will teach you some techniques like how to prepare the microbiology to get the like good marks. So if you analysis your syllabus, so you'll be having the like three sections in the microbiology. So one is general microbiology, and another is immunology, and third one like pathogenesis, disease spectrum management, and prevention of systemic infections. So here, like this is like systemic infections you'll read. So first of all, we'll start with the like general microbiology. So in the general microbiology, you'll be learning history and introduction of microbiology. So in this chapter, just you have to focus on some definitions and especially focus on some scientists. So like Louis Pasteur and Robert Koch. So these are important one. These two scientists you should study, and especially focus on Koch postulates. So these two are important questions from history and introduction of microbiology. And next one, classification of microorganisms. So in this one, you'll be discussing, you'll be learning the classification of bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. So out of this one, like a classification of bacteria and classification of fungi is important one. And next, morphology of bacteria and bacterial cell structure. So this is one of the important topic, where you learn the various morphological forms of the bacteria, such as cocci, bacilli, spirochetes, actinomycetes, like that. And you will be focusing on the like a bacterial cell structure. So bacterial cell structure is very important topic. So it is one of the essay question, or sometimes you will be getting some parts of the like a bacterial cell structure for 5 marks, like bacterial capsule or spore formation or cell wall of the bacteria, that will come for the like a 5 marks or short questions. Next, bacterial growth and nutrition. So in the bacterial growth and nutrition, especially growth curve is important. Bacterial growth curve is important. That is one of the 5 marks question. And next, sterilization and disinfection. So this is very important topic. So most of the times you'll be getting essay question from this sterilization topic, and even short questions from the like a disinfection chapter. So if you whenever you if you get this question sterilization and disinfection, so if you write it in the like a flowchart manner, you will be getting the more marks. And next, virulence factors of the bacteria. So this is also like a short question. And next, antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal agents. So in the antibacterial agents, you will be learning the like mechanisms, like how a particular antibiotic works. Like you'll be learning about the antibiotics which act upon the like cytoplasmic membrane, cell membrane, metabolic antagonists, like that various mechanisms, and antiviral agents and antifungal agents. So from this chapter, you'll be getting questions from antiviral agents and antifungal agents. So antibacterial agents is like short question, and antiviral agents and antifungal agents are very short questions. So generally you'll be getting questions as like name four antiviral agents, name four antifungal agents, like that. Next, infection. So in the infection chapter, you'll be learning like types of infection, such as primary infection, secondary infection, reinfections, and you'll be learning various definitions and sources. So sources and the transmission of infection is 5 marks question. So most of the times, like this question has repeated. Like so if you get the like a question, the sources of infection, so you should write like human beings, animals, insects, soil, water, food. And if you get the like a transmission of infection, so you should write like a contact, direct contact, indirect contact, like a respiratory tract, ingestion, inoculation, transplacental, like that various modes you should write. So if you see in your syllabus copy, only these topics like 1 to 8 topics are there in your syllabus copy. But in addition to that, you should read these topics also, like staining, like a gram staining, acid fast staining, and Albert staining. So any one of the staining, it will come for the like 5 marks. So if you see the old question papers, most of the times either gram staining or acid fast staining came for either 5 marks question or like a 2 marks question, either very short or short question. So you should learn these three staining techniques. So especially gram and acid fast staining are very important one. Next, culture media topic is very important one. So from this chapter, you will be getting the like 2 marks questions. So generally, the questions comes as like define enriched media and give two examples. So define enrichment media and give two examples. Define selective media and give two examples. Like that questions will come. Next to culture methods. So culture methods is very important. So most of the times this question has come for the like 5 marks. So especially anaerobic culture methods. So in the when if you get like anaerobic culture methods, so you should write like production of vacuum, displacement of oxygen, Macintosh fillets anaerobic jar. Like various methods are there. You should focus on that one. And even aerobic culture methods such as streak plate method, lawn plate method, pour plate method, everything you should know. And antimicrobial susceptibility test. So this is like mostly like practical part. So if you know this topic like practically, then only you will understand. But just focus on methods. So especially Kirby bar disk diffusion method and Stoke disk diffusion method. So general microbiology is very important one. And if you understand general microbiology, then only you will be understanding like other topics. So start from general microbiology. Then you read immunology. So in the immunology, so we have innate immunity. So innate immunity is like 5 marks question, and acquired immunity is one of the essay question from the immunology chapter. And antigen. So in this antigen, just you will be having the like definitions, like types of antigens and factors of antigenicity. So mostly there are chances of getting 2 marks questions from antigens topic. Next, antibodies. So antibodies topic is very important one. So most of the times you'll be getting the short questions from antibodies, like either IgG or IgM or IgA. So any one of the antibody will come for the 5 marks. And sometimes antibodies will come for 2 marks also. Like they will ask you to draw IgG or draw IgM or draw IgA. Like that questions will come. Suppose if you get a question for 2 marks, if you draw the diagram, that is enough. But if you get the question for 5 marks, you should draw the structure of antibody and you should explain the like properties of the antibodies. And next, immune response. So immune response, it is 5 marks question. So you should know like a humoral immunity and cell mediated immunity. Next, hypersensitivity topic such as allergic reaction. So this is very important one. Hypersensitivity topic is like essay question from the like immunology. So generally you'll be having the like four hypersensitivity reactions, like type 1 anaphylactic, type 2 cytotoxic, type 3 immune complex, type 4 delayed or cell mediated. So generally question comes as define and classify immunity, then write in detail about either type 1 or type 4. So most common questions are either type 1 or type 4. Next, so these two topics like antigen antibody reactions and immunoprophylaxis. So these two topics they have not mentioned in your syllabus copy, but still you are getting questions from this topic. So especially antigen antibody reactions topic. So previously this question came for essay once, and even either precipitation reaction or agglutination. So you are getting for either 2 marks or 5 marks, and especially ELISA. So enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. So that is one of the 5 marks question, or at least you are getting this question uses of ELISA also. Next, immunoprophylaxis. So immunoprophylaxis again like active immunoprophylaxis, passive immunoprophylaxis, combined immunoprophylaxis, individual immunoprophylaxis. So in this, like a national immunization schedule is very important one. So national immunization schedule, most of the times it will come for 5 marks. So, so even though these topics are not mentioned in your syllabus copy, you should read. So here, if you understand general microbiology and immunology, so automatically you will understand the bacteriology, virology, and parasitology. So here, out of 40 marks, almost you will be getting 20 to 25 marks from the general microbiology and immunology. So if you read general microbiology and immunology perfectly, so there are more chances of like getting the like good marks, and even like there are chances of to pass in the like examination also. And next one is like systemic infections. So in the systemic infections, respiratory tract infections. So respiratory tract infections is one of the essay question, and the CNS infections, meningitis. So meningitis is like the most common essay question. So generally they will ask you name the causative agents of meningitis, write pathogenesis and laboratory diagnosis of meningitis. So you should focus more on laboratory diagnosis of meningitis. This question, like it has repeated many times. Next, encephalitis, and next to poliomyelitis. So poliomyelitis is also important one. So it will come for either essay question or even 5 marks question. So especially vaccination part, like they will ask you the like prophylaxis of poliomyelitis. Like you should write about both OPV as well as the like IPV. Next to GAT infections. So in the GAT infections, emphasize on parasitic and hepatitis viruses. So especially hepatitis viruses are important, like hepatitis A, B, C, and you should read D and E also. So here, out of this hepatitis A and hepatitis E, they causes GAT infection. So B, C, D, they comes under like uh, parenteral transmission as well as like sexual transmission. Next, urinary tract infections. So urinary tract infections is one of the most repeated essay question, and you'll be getting the question as like enumerate the causative agents of urinary tract infections, write a laboratory diagnosis of urinary tract infections, and what sample you will collect to diagnose like urinary tract infections. Like that questions will come. And next, STIs, sexually transmitted infections. So in the sexual transmitted infection, you focus more on syphilis and gonorrhea. And next to tuberculosis and leprosy. So tuberculosis and leprosy are also important. Tuberculosis is most common essay question, and leprosy. So leprosy previously it came for the like 5 marks. And next to wound and anaerobic infections. So in the anaerobic infections, read Clostridium tetani, Clostridium botulinum, and Clostridium perfringens. And next to bloodstream infections. So bloodstream infections is also like essay question. And next, hospital acquired infections. So this is very important topic. So hospital acquired infections, it is most common essay question. So you should read in detail about the like hospital acquired infections. So whenever you are preparing for examination, so first of all start with general microbiology, immunology, then read hospital acquired infections. Then you will understand clearly. Then in this hospital acquired infections only, you should focus on universal precautions, standard precautions, and transmission based precautions. So last year, like we got questions like from universal precautions and standard precautions for 5 marks. and you should read this universal precautions, standard precautions, and transmission based precautions. And next in the virology, so you should read HIV. This is very important one. So at least you will be getting 2 marks questions from the like HIV. And next to rabies. So from the rabies, you'll be getting the like pathogenesis, and most of the times you'll be getting the question on vaccination part, like post-exposure prophylaxis of the rabies or vaccination schedule. They will ask you to write. Next, hepatitis A, B, and C. Next to mycology. So mycology, officially it is not included in your syllabus, but still questions are coming like candidiasis, histoplasmosis, cryptococcosis, like laboratory diagnosis of fungal infections, and classification of fungi. Like these topics you should focus, and even like aspergillosis and even opportunistic infections also you should read. Next to parasitic infections. So in the parasitic infections, you should read especially malaria and entamoeba histolytica. So here always you should go from like simple to complex, like that, which means start reading general microbiology, then immunology, then hospital acquired infections, universal precautions, standard precautions, transmission based precautions, poliomyelitis, HIV, rabies, hepatitis, and after that, read the like remaining topics. So there are chances of getting one question, essay question, from general microbiology and immunology, and other question is from like systemic infections. So we can't expect it like exactly like every time. So sometimes you may get 2 questions from the like systemic infections also. So here I'm sharing you one sample question paper. Like this is recent KNR UHS question paper only. So if you see like if you see this question, like the question is like define immunity and classify immunity and discuss various types of immunity. So this question is from immunology. So here you should write it clearly. So define immunity. So just you have to write the like definition of immunity and classify immunity, which means like innate immunity and acquired immunity. And again in the acquired immunity, active immunity and passive immunity. And again in the active immunity, naturally acquired active immunity and artificial acquired active immunity. Next, in the passive immunity, naturally acquired passive immunity and artificial acquired passive immunity, and discuss various types of immunity. Then, if you explain all these active immunity and passive immunity in detail, you will be getting the like 8 marks. And for this definition and classification, you will be getting the like 2 marks. So here, if you see the like second question, so mention the causative organism of tuberculosis. So what is the mode of infection in pulmonary tuberculosis? Discuss various types of manifestations of pulmonary tuberculosis. Then how do you confirm the diagnosis of pulmonary tuberculosis? So here if you see this question, if you analyze this question, so mention the causative organism of tuberculosis. What is this? This is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. For this you will be getting 1 mark. And what is the mode of infection of pulmonary tuberculosis? Like respiratory tract, like how the infection is transmitted from one to the another one, you should write. How the patient will get the like infection, you should write. So for that, you will be getting 2 marks. Next, discuss various types of manifestations of pulmonary tuberculosis. So you should explain about primary tuberculosis and secondary tuberculosis, and you should explain what happens exactly in the tuberculosis. Then next, how do you confirm the diagnosis of pulmonary tuberculosis? So in this, you should write what samples you will collect for that one, and what type of staining you will go, and how you will culture, and what are the molecular methods to confirm this one. You should. Next is short answer type. So here type 4, like a type of hypersensitivity. So which is delayed type of hypersensitivity. So you should write both tuberculin type and contact dermatitis type. Then only you will be getting the like 5 marks question. And next to universal precautions. So you, as I told you just now, like universal precautions are important one. So what are the like universal precautions you take in the hospital setup to prevent the like spread of infections? You should write. Next to blood culture. So blood culture is done to identify the like pathogens which are present in the like blood. So this part will come in the like bloodstream infections. So you can get the answer from there. And sterilization by physical methods. So in this, see if you analysis this question, sterilization by physical methods is like very big topic. So where you have like heat. In that heat, again dry heat and moist heat, and again in the dry heat various methods are there. In the moist heat, temperature below 100, temperature at 100, temperature above 100, and filtration and radiation. So these methods are there. So you should cover all the points in brief. Okay, so especially if you are writing the like moist heat methods or otherwise dry heat methods, you just mention the like temperatures and duration, so that like you can cover all the points, and like you can complete you can write the like answer like without missing any like headings. It's two very short answers. So they're very easy questions. So name four disinfectants. So for this question, so just if you write any four disinfectants what you use in the hospital, that you will get the like marks. So if you just write the any four, you will get the like marks. So if you know the like definition, you can write the like definition of disinfection. And next, mention four helminth parasites. So just to write the like four helminth parasites. So if you write four helminth parasites, like you'll be getting the like 2 marks. So here, see, like all these questions are name for, mention for, mention for. Okay. So if you write these four answers correctly, then you will be getting 2 marks, which means for each point you will be getting the like a half mark. Suppose if you write only two disinfectants, you'll be getting only 1 mark. If you write only one disinfectant, you'll be getting half mark. So here mention the four diseases transmitted by fecal-oral route. And see here antibiotic sensitivity test. I told you like antibiotic sensitivity test, it will come for the 2 months. So if you get this question, just to write what is the purpose of antibiotic sensitivity test, then what are the methods. That's enough. Like you'll get 2 marks. Next, gram staining. So just explain the like steps, what is the procedure. You can write within like 3 to 4 lines. And whenever you write the like microbiology, so this is my personal suggestion. Okay, so always you starts with the like very short answers, then go for short, and then like you write the like essay answer, so that you won't be wasting most of the time on the like short as well as like very short. So most of the students, they will focus on essay question and they will spend most of the time on the essay question. They will write like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So some students even we see like they will write 1 hour also only on essay question. So here, if you finish these questions first, then you need not to worry about this essay answer. Okay. So this is another one. So if you see another question paper, etiological agents of respiratory tract infection. So this is like you just write what are the bacteria causes respiratory tract infection, viruses and fungi causes respiratory tract infections, and write in detail about clinical manifestations. So what are the symptoms we can see in the like patients who are having the like respiratory tract infection, and laboratory diagnosis of streptococcal sore throat. So here remember you have to focus more on laboratory diagnosis of like streptococcal sore throat. And next question is enumerate the microbes causing bloodstream infections. Okay, you should write what is meant by bloodstream infection, and write about the like clinical manifestations. So what are the symptoms we can see in the like patients, and laboratory diagnosis. How we will diagnose the bloodstream infections, which means like how we collect the like blood sample and how we'll go for the like a culture, and what are the like manual methods and what are the automated methods we should write. So next, short notes like bacterial capsule. So as I told you, like bacterial cell structure is important. Sometimes some parts of the bacterial cell structure will come for 5 marks. So here, if you see, this is the 5 marks question, bacterial capsule. So if you get bacterial capsule, then you should write what is capsule. So what is the composition of capsule? So how capsule protect the like cell, which means what are the functions of the capsule? So how we can demonstrate the capsule, and what are the uses of capsule, and you should write the like example for capsulated organisms also. Next, gases as disinfectants. So this is question from like sterilization and disinfection. So you should write about like formaldehyde gas, other like ethylene oxide, the beta propiolactane. So you should write about that. And next, modes of transmission of infectious agents. So this question is from general microbiology only. So what are the modes of transmission of agents like contact, direct contact, indirect contact, respiratory tract infections, ingestion, inoculation, and transplacental. Okay, so like vectors you should write. Next, anaphylaxis. So this is type 1 type of hypersensitivity. So if you analysis these questions, so these two questions are from like systemic infections, but here bacterial capsule is from general microbiology, gases as disinfectant from general microbiology, transmission of infectious agents from general microbiology, and anaphylaxis is like immunology. So here like 20 marks are from general microbiology and immunology. Next to poliomyelitis. So poliomyelitis is from virology. So this is 2 marks question here. Then whenever you get this type of questions in the 2 marks, you should cover all the points just 4 or 5 lines. Like in case of poliomyelitis, just to write the like poliovirus, like what type of genetic material it has. So you should write mode of transmission and pathogenesis in 1 line, which means in the flowchart you can write, and then laboratory diagnosis, and you just to mention the like vaccine names. Next to here, see immunoglobulin A. So for this, you have to draw the like diagram and just to write 3 to 4 points for this immunoglobulin A. And see anaerobic culture methods here. So this is like big topic. So here, whenever you get this question, like you should write the like methods. So various methods of anaerobic cultures. So if you write methods, at least like 4 methods correctly, then you will get the like 2 marks. Next, hepatitis B vaccine. So hepatitis B vaccine, like you should write the what type of vaccine we use in India, what is the dosage for adults, and what is the schedule for adults, and what is the dosage for pediatrics, and what is the schedule, and when we will give to the like newborns. That all you should write. Next, functions of T lymphocytes. So here, whenever you see the like a question paper, first of all you start analyzing the like questions, and then start writing the like answers. And remember, you should give equal preference to both microbiology as well as the like pathology. You should give enough time for both microbiology and uh, pathology. So in the 3 hours of time, so you give 1.5 hour to the microbiology and 1.5 hour to the like pathology. Thank you. So if you have any doubts regarding your preparation or regarding the important questions and how to present the like answers, or if you have any doubt, so please feel free to the like a comment in my video. And thank you. So if you like this video, so please like my video, share, subscribe, and you refer to your friends. Thank you.